Oh, we live. We live.
Oh, this is real. All right.
No, this is real, Jackie Fabulous.
Yeah.
Jackie Fabulous. Now, this is a very monumental moment
It is.
at the Comedy Cellar, Las Vegas.
It is? Why?
Because
You're here all the time?
Jackie has said so many times she's going to do my podcast.
Oh, I hate podcasts.
What?
Even though I have one and I need to be guest on all of y'all podcasts.
Yeah.
I just don't like being interviewed.
Why not?
I like talking and controlling my set, and then I don't want to talk anymore.
But you were on AGT. You had to do a lot of interviews on AGT.
It was TV. You suck it up for
Well,
television.
this is TV too.
I hate all of it. I do it all with a smile and professionalism. But if given the option, I'm one of those. I don't like talking about myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
okay.
okay.
But that's so interesting because you don't like talking about yourself, but our job is to talk about ourselves on stage.
In a controlled environment that I can end when I'm done.
Oh, you can end this. You can just walk away with it.
You know what I mean?
For all you people just checking in right now, if you have a question for Jackie Fabulous, you know it from AGT. What AGT? You tour all over the place. You at the Comedy Cellar, New York. What else, Jackie?
Tonight Show 3 times in less than 2 years.
What?
What? They say, yeah, you didn't know?
I've never been on a late night show.
Oh, yeah, you haven't tried because you got 11 jobs.
I'm Jamaican, man.
You get
3
time.
times. So was there any difference? Big shout outs to Michael Cox. Was there any difference the first time and the third time? Or was it still nervous the whole time?
Oh, it's always diarrhea, nervous belly every single time.
Mhm.
Almost regurgitate before they say your name. First time, it was nervousness, like, I finally made it. Second time, I remember there was, unfortunately, a school shooting the night it was shown.
Oh, my goodness.
So they edited it out. I had a violent joke, because of course you do.
Absolutely.
And so the second time, I was a little flustered because I knew the set wasn't what it could have been.
Yeah.
And then when I was done, they're like, oh, yeah, by the way, while you were up there, blah, blah, blah happened.
Oh, my goodness.
Third time,
Yeah.
I had less time to prepare. And sometimes for me, for big things, the little time I'm given, the better.
Was it you I was talking to? I think you were here and then you went to New York to do. You were like, oh, I'm just treating it like a normal day.
I treat
like you kind of did your sets the night before.
Yeah.
And you just said, oh, I'm gonna just schedule it like I'm just move on.
If you think of the magnitude of what you're doing and who's watching you, it'll make you have that kind of like nervousness and it'll block you.
Yeah.
So I treat every set, no matter whether it's on national television or basic cable or with you, it's all just a set.
So when you, for instance, when you went on AGT,
Yes.
you know, that's no offense to late night, but that's massive.
It's
like
huge.
that.
I didn't know either, too.
You didn't know, but
I never watched the show before I got on it.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't I was a snob when I got there. I'm like, look, this is my craft. I do not want to be on reality television.
Yes.
And then when they were like, Jackie, the universe watches your show.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I can find fucking 5 minutes.
And also these 5-year-old kids about to bring it.
Okay.
They're about to bring it.
Kids, animals, everybody got talent, literally on it.
Everybody got talent on this show.
Competing against dogs. It's not a joke.
So I know you got this when you were on the show because I got it when I was on.
Yeah.
For some reason in just the world, comedians are held on this higher standard that, oh, you already made it. You know, like on AGT, it's like, oh, you're already touring, you're already a successful comic.
Yeah.
But other people, it's like, you know, I'm just letting you know, these people that are doing these magic shows and all these things, those are professionals too.
Oh, yeah.
Like they got careers. You think they just got together before the show happened? I was like, yo, let's try to work this dance thing out.
You know,
it's so ridiculous.
I feel guilty sometimes, but the magicians and any kind of illusionist, they put so many hours.
So many.
And I might do a set the night before, at most.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes.
Yeah.
So
they practice for a lifetime. We practice a lifetime for different sets.
Yeah.
They practice a lifetime for, but I hate it when I was on since people recognized my face.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, you already made it. I go, I made it in TV hosting for entertainment news.
Yeah.
Well, nobody knows me as a comedian.
Yeah.
But they don't care. That audience, they can love you, but if they turn against you, I don't want to say they turned against me. They were just mad because they thought I was a pro. And I was really an amateur in comedy.
Really?
You know? Yes. Oh my goodness. Jackie, those people were evil.
Really?
oh, why you doing this? Taking a chance away from somebody else? That kind of thing.
That happened a lot. That happened again after the most recent AGT. They had comics that we have seen on everything.
Well,
it.
Well, I have
It's a different muscle to compete in a tight 5-minute set than it is to do 45.
Well, I just think the comics have a disadvantage in all because it's hard to go against someone that plays an instrument, that dances. Like comedy is like the worst place to do comedy is at a concert. You know how to,
I've always been told like music prior to a stand-up set is the worst.
Worse.
But because AGT, when they did mine, was filmed in LA, and I was already a stage whore in LA.
Yeah.
So I knew that when people come to something like that, they know they're going to get entertained with something that they like.
Yeah.
So when I did it, I didn't have the attitude of it. They don't want to see stand-up. I was in Hollywood. They're like, we want to see whatever the hell it is you do.
And that's what's good about it. Yeah. They do want to see everything.
You do.
But my season, like, they didn't have a crowd.
Oh,
it was COVID. So I'm just up there just like...
Oh, you weren't because you weren't as experienced then. You weren't used to performing for nobody.
I wouldn't say that. I think that my second round COVID, I couldn't remember. I just was getting over COVID.
Oh, you were sick too.
Dude, I was sick. I remember
you had a lot of obstacles.
A lot of obstacles. Almost died.
Yeah.
You know. But Jackie, we talking about Jackie Fabulous.
Yes.
We're at the Comedy Cellar, Las Vegas, best club in Las Vegas. What was your first set and how'd you get past at the Comedy Cellar? Do you remember that day?
My first set in life?
No, at the Comedy Cellar.
Oh, no. Well, I remember.
How'd you get past? How about that?
I auditioned 3 times.
Really?
Yeah.
In New York?
I think twice in New York. And SD, the booker of the Cellar, came to the Comedy Magic Club in Los Angeles.
Big shout out to SD.
Yes, and I think that is what passed me because it took her out of the home court thing, and she came. She owns everything stand up in my mind, but
yes,
she came to my house.
Yeah,
and I look at it that way. And when I heard she was there, either I didn't know she was there, didn't care, or I did know, but I'm like, but I'm in LA, I'm not competing for the Cellar spot.
When you did the New York shows twice and didn't get past, were they bad shows?
No, they were good sets, but they have. I now understand the standard now. You have to kill, whether you're trying to figure out a joke, or you're auditioning. And I had a consistent good set.
Yeah.
But for them to let you win, they want to have their socks knocked off. So when she came to LA and I did Comedy Magic, I was more relaxed. I wasn't worried about, and she probably saw me like, oh, she probably is comfortable doing this when she's not being judged.
I remember my first set at the Comedy Cellar in New York.
Yeah.
The door guy, the white guy that's always up there.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Steve?
Steve.
Yeah.
Outside Steve, is that what they call him?
McDougal?
Yeah. So he goes, because I was working on new stuff, and he goes, this is your first, do not do any new jokes. Destroy.
Oh, no, bring it.
Because people are going to be watching your first time on
killers, yes.
Yeah. So that's that, and everybody destroy. I've never been in a club where they could have 20 comics perform and everybody murders.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane, man.
I think part of the reason I lived in LA for a while and I moved back to New York, and no one died, nothing happened, but I really did move back to become a better comic.
To New York?
Yes.
Yeah.
My motivation, besides this tired of LA, was if I can get past at the Cellar in a way where I'm always there, I'll get better.
Do you feel like
I feel the Cellar makes you, it's a joke gym. Like I've done the Cellar on my normal round and then gone elsewhere, and people have been like, you were just like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Boom. Because the training ground there, that we don't got time for you to figure this out.
Yeah.
You need to get up on stage and bullet us, hit us in the head, machine gun style.
Do you feel like LA you don't develop that?
No, I felt like in LA it's a very celebrity-centered place. I've done a lot of shows in LA where people are way famous more than I am, and they're working on stuff.
Yeah.
And I think LA is more leaning into the working on stuff thing, where you can do that in New York too, but you got to be Ray Romano, or
Dave Chappelle, or Chris Rock,
or hide what you're working on in stuff that works. You can't be on stage with the obvious, I'm working on stuff.
Because
LA, they're like, I have nothing. I just want to figure it out.
Because there's been massive, huge comedians that go into the Cellar, and I heard they'll do 30 minutes of new stuff and try it out, and they just fail. Big time. But the crowd sticks around because they're so big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we don't have the luxury of doing that,
Yeah. And the Hollywood environment with stand-up, it's fun, but in my opinion, it moves too slow.
Yeah.
In terms of like when I left LA and came to New York, the things that I had on my vision board, they got knocked out. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Where in LA, it's a very like we're working on it. We'll see.
Are you
General
saying
meetings? You know,
Yeah,
in
yeah,
New York,
yeah.
it was like you want it. I will get a text. You want to do the show? Okay, we're filming here. Give me your agent. Boom, and then I'm on set in a couple of days. Where LA
But that's the mentality too. You know,
New
New
York,
York,
is very
let's
like
get it done.
now, and I realized that was who I'm ingrained to be, and I lost it. Not that it's a bad thing to be a little slower. But
Yeah.
I needed the fast pace back to get my focus back because I was really relaxed in Los Angeles.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. The move here is just being at the Cellar all the time. I've gotten better because I used to be more of a, you know, I used to move around a lot.
Mm-hmm.
With this stage, they make it this big. It's about the jokes.
Yeah, yeah.
Like literally on a stage that size. You know, LA has these giant stages.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the Comedy Store. It's a huge stage.
Yeah.
They're all about the big stage. It's about performance. You're in LA.
And sometimes I forget to when I'm on the bigger stage. I'm like, you know what? You can go for a walk up here.
I know, right?
Go, you stretch out.
But because I mean, the stage. That's what I love though too, is you learn to just stand in the pocket, and when the blitz is coming, things are going wrong. You be like, yo, this is my spot. You ain't gonna move me.
Yeah.
Where when you got a big stage, you're like, it ain't going well. Let me walk over here. You know.
I'll give you an example. Like at the Cellar, one time in the a couple of years ago, I was performing at the McDougal location, and I could see the silhouette of men's heads in the back watching.
Oh yeah.
And I think one of the heads was Chappelle, one was Dave Attell, and no features, just the body, this the head. And I'm like, that's Dave in the back,
right?
Going up after you. And I'm like, but then you gotta get back, like, okay, you gotta forget that he's watching you, and you still have to do your job.
What's the one, oh my gosh, moment that's happened to you at the Cellar? Whether that's somebody watching you perform, like Dave Chappelle, or what's that moment where somebody gave you a compliment?
Chappelle.
Chappelle, he did.
The only time he spoke, it was in the VU, Village Underground, and I did my set. And when you finish the VU, you walk through the crowd to go back towards the waiting area. And I walked past this big black guy in a flannel shirt. I just thought it was another dude on the lineup. And when I got to the seating where comics sat, he got on stage and he was like, I was like, oh shit. And he talked about my set. He quoted stuff. After the show, he talked to me some more, just about me.
Yeah.
So that was my first time having that kind of like, wow, that was really cool to have someone you look up to really remember your stuff. You know?
That's awesome. I'm still waiting for that moment.
It'll happen.
I would like, my dream is to go on before Dave Chappelle. Because certain, like, I try to, I've gone on after. Usually they put me after these guys.
Okay.
You know, but I want to go on before because you want to flex in front of these dudes where they be like, yo, so they know who you are.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to know they're back there. I rather.
Oh, see, I don't like.
I can do my thing if I do know, but I like it when I'm up there really being in my pocket.
Yeah.
And then when you walk past them, you're kind of like, oh, hey, Chris, whatever. You see me murder?
Yeah. I tell you, I was in New York at Gotham.
Yeah.
And this is before Jimmy Fallon came to watch Nate Bargatze.
Okay.
This is before he was even booked on the show. And I was supposed to go after Nate. You couldn't imagine the comics that were trying to bump me so they could go after Nate to get on Fallon. So everybody's like, yo, can I go next? Can I go? And I didn't care.
No, you shouldn't care.
So I let like 2 or 3 people go. Like I winded up closing the show. But it's so funny. It's like piranhas, man. They either wanted to go on before Nate or right after Nate to try to catch Fallon.
I know.
You know what I mean?
For my journey to get on Fallon was years. They told me no for a long time and kept trying.
Are you still pushing to get on?
I've done it 3 times. I'm ready. Well, everyone's on strike now, but I'm the persistent one that always hits me. Hey guys.
Yeah.
I should come back. And they always say yes. So
are you excited?
God willing, I can go back.
Are you excited? The rumor is the writer strike might be over tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, maybe that's the rumor.
I have seen the reports where they're like... The reports.
The only
positive reports I've seen a bit of late, where they're like, guess what? Things don't suck as much in the negotiating room.
Man, I just feel bad. I mean, we're comics. We get to perform.
We have work to do.
We have work to do.
Yeah.
But man, just think of all these writers and actors that went through COVID and then had to go through this. I mean, you're talking about 3 years of like on and off work.
On and off
it's
work.
terrible, man. It's
But is it bad? Is it? I mean, it's terrible, of course, because you have to pay your mortgage, your rent, feed your kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But the slow down, I don't feel like slowing down every now and then.
Well, when you don't have
is that
money,
bad.
it's slow.
When you ain't got no money, the time I would hate the most in LA in the acting part of my life was when Hollywood would close. I would think I was so selfish. Like Christmas, where the hell y'all going? We're on break. I don't got nothing to do.
I remember like December 15th was like
That's when they shut it down.
They shut it down.
When you coming back? February, maybe late January. Oh, what am I supposed to do till then?
Right. But now you touring, girl. We got work to do.
Comics are never unemployed. If I got a headline, Jose's Rib Shack, I'm gonna work forever.
What's been your worst gig?
My worst gig, going on before a band, is always, going on before a band in front of a church crowd, because they have that attitude of like, I would say I have to work the hardest when I do rooms that are considered urban, because people look at me and they don't assume urban. Everything about me is urban.
Yeah.
But they see me in a J. Crew shirt. They're like, can she handle the you know what?
Yeah.
So I'm always auditioning, but it's okay.
Do you get nervous going into those rooms?
I do, because I really want Black people to enjoy what I do.
Yeah.
I don't want them to see me and not think I'm one of them.
Have you not done well in those rooms?
Not done well. I've had to work to get the laughs I want.
Got you.
Not done well, but sometimes you can cakewalk in. Like sometimes you can walk on stage and they're like, she's so cute.
Yeah.
You already got them.
Yeah.
Other times they're like,
who's this big?
Exactly.
Who's this big?
Why is she smiling so much? They don't want you joyful all the time.
No, it's like we don't want Adele happy because she gonna make happy music. We don't want to. Who wants to hear happy music from Adele?
We love her, but we don't want you to find love.
We want you in pain, girl.
Exactly.
Because that's where the best music comes out.
Exactly.
That's why Taylor Swift. I purposely think Taylor Swift gets in relationships and break up on purpose.
Okay, first of all, Taylor, I mean, the way and no judgment, we're all, I'm woman, hear me roar. Mm-hmm. But she be switching up over the weekends.
Man, because she needs new songs.
As I'm like, somebody in her ear, like, dump him. It's time for another album.
Let me tell you, Taylor Swift came to Las Vegas. I've never seen a whole city, even the news, go crazy, like changing signs, like the road signs. She sold 120,000 tickets in 2 days.
I know that she shut down Ticketmaster. Remember they had a crash because of Taylor Swift?
Like over $2 billion in ticket sales or something like that.
I know. It's insane. Her and Beyonce, women crushing.
They run the world.
Well, anytime there's something kind of between Beyonce, her, Gwen Stefani, Gaga, Madonna, whenever they decide to go on concert, on tour. It just shuts down the entertainment world.
You know what I don't like? I don't like how people are trying to pit Beyonce against Taylor Swift. They're going, well, if you think Taylor Swift is better than Beyonce, it's like, no, you saying that because Taylor Swift never said that. Beyonce never said that.
They're both at home like, I'm glad we both out here.
They both like, money. Here we go. So now, after the strike, what are you excited to get back into? I love acting, I love writing, but what personally are you excited to get back into?
TV is my goal. I would love to do stand-up on a bigger scale, less often, and TV would help me do that. So hopefully the things that had to get halted or put on pause can re-up, because they're going to need stuff when they get back to work. Mm-hmm. And I'm ready.
She's ready.
I'm ready.
All right. What are you saying? That's a good theory. And today I read TMZ that Taylor and Sophie Taylor hang out. So maybe Taylor can write some songs about Joe Jonas now. Oh, wow. Joe Jonas and Sophia Turner.
It's not Taylor's job to write songs about somebody else's ex.
Oh, man. But
she writes about her problems.
But that is the best, though, right there.
What?
To write look, Justin Timberlake's still getting paid off of Crimea River. Like, I mean,
breakups are lucrative.
Breakups are lucrative,
nobody wants to. And here's the thing: as much as J-Lo, and I love her, I'm a big fan, is in love, and she has a new album, nobody wants to hear this happy ass album about how much her and Ben are back together. But
every picture you see of them, they look miserable. Ben's always just like.
I think because they're really in it now.
Okay.
I think because they're like they're now all their kids are together, they in the house, they really in the trenches.
You know what?
When they were before, they were both kidless.
Yeah.
Now they're like, I'm sleeping.
Yeah. I love Ben, man. What I love, he shows true emotion. Like if he's upset, he's just like, you see him with like he looks tired.
12 years. He's like, I still voluntarily signed up to have all these kids at the same time. I love J-Lo, but I am 50. I am sleepy.
And you know, for her to look that good,
They both sleepy.
Just tired all the time.
They don't need melatonin. They go to bed tonight every night. Just boom.
Sophie Tarwetted. No, Taylor dated him as well. Oh, Taylor dated Joe Jonas?
Taylor dated
She did date.
She dated 50. I'm kidding. She might have.
Oh, she couldn't handle 50. Younger cousin. Oh, so I don't know about all this relationship stuff.
They hit you with all the Taylor.
Yeah. What do they call it? Swifties?
Oh yeah.
What do you have a fan club name? Like what's your
Club Fabulous? Somebody told me that a couple years ago. I didn't use it.
I love Club Fabulous.
Club Fabulous.
I love it. I'm still trying to think about mine. Yo-yos. We got Yo Club. I mean Yo Crew.
Yo Crew. Cool. The Yo-Yos.
The Yo-Yos.
Yeah, that's kind of cute.
I don't know, man.
Think about it. You gotta have Yo in there somewhere.
The Yo-Nets.
Yo-Nets.
Michael Yo and the Yo-Nets.
Yo-Yo-Yos.
The Yo-Yo-Yos.
A lot of Yos, though.
The Yo-Yo-Yos.
Yo-Yo-Yos. And every time they see you, that could be your catchphrase.
Yo-Yo-Yos. Yeah.
See,
maybe
very
so.
good at inspiring.
It's working. It's working. All right, Jackie, give everybody your socials. This is what I love. We're at the comic. People walking in, they're seating. We still about, I don't even know, what time is it, Jackie? Do you
no idea.
Hold on. We still got a little bit before the show. But if you're in Las Vegas, make sure you stop on by. Go ahead, pimp whatever.
No casino clocks out here.
Right.
JackieFabulous.com to get all my socials. If you're lazy, at Jackie Fabulous on all the socials. And I got my first UK tour coming up in October 13th, October 29th, all over London, Northern Ireland, all that stuff.
Northern Ireland?
Yeah, I got like 17 shows in the UK.
Okay.
Literally.
Are you nervous about those?
Scared to death. I'm scared to death, but I'm excited. I'm gonna be like the Black Mary Tyler Moore.
Like I heard over there, you just got to get on one TV show, and man, your show sell out.
For years, everybody's been like, Jackie, Black women out here. There's not a lot of them, and if you came out here, you would. So my goal is to go out there and change my life
and never come back.
No, well, that or make enough money that I can have a place out there. Because why can't I be rich telling jokes? God damn it.
Why not? Other people do it. Let's do it, Jackie.
Okay.
Let's be rich. We're going to do this in like a year and we both going to be rich.
You ain't going to have time.
Oh, that's right.
Still be diamonds.
Right. Except somebody else will be setting up this.
Exactly.
Not myself.
Okay.
All right, Jackie. Love you, girl.
Love you back.
All right. Bye-bye, guys.